Intelligent Bacon. I am Jason.
I'm Eric.
Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing on this video.
Now, Jason.
Yes.
Have you ever committed a crime? Let me rephrase it. Have you ever been caught committing a crime?
No, I have not been caught committing a crime.
But you have.
I plead the fifth.
All right, guy.
Have you committed a crime?
I mean, I'd like to think I lived a nice, ethical life.
Okay. We better be careful what we say.
Legal,
on the
maybe
here.
not, but
all right. Well, there are some. Turns out there are some very, very dumb, stupid criminals out there.
There are.
Look, not all criminals are like masterminds that like think everything through and go in and get out really, really fast and never get caught.
No, you're not always going to see those Ocean's 11 robbing casinos.
Right. It turns out some people out there try to go in and steal diamonds or whatever, rob banks, and then it just doesn't go well because they didn't think it out.
Yeah.
And today we're bringing you just a couple of those criminals and their stories. Starting with the first one here, the deaf robber that couldn't hear the alarm.
Okay.
Now this is as funny as it sounds. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, you'd think if you're robbing someplace, you'd be cognizant about the possibility of an alarm that would go off.
You think so, huh?
So
maybe if you're deaf, don't rob a bank.
Or, most places.
Yeah. You know what? Even if you're not deaf, don't rob a bank. But let's get right into this one here. In August of 1995, Klaus Schmid tried to rob a bank in Berlin by walking in with a pistol and demanding money. So far, this is pretty standard for a bank heist.
Okay.
However, as the robbery progressed, the bank employees noticed that the criminal was acting rather strangely. Listen to this. At one point, one of them asked the robber if he needed a bag. And he replied, "You're damn right it's a real gun."
Now here's...
I can picture that perfectly in my head.
Tell her.
All right, put it in the bag. You need a bag? You're damn right it's a real gun.
Sir.
What did you just say?
We never questioned the gun, sir.
This made them realize that the man was actually handicapped. He was deaf. Taking advantage, one employee set off the alarm. Schmidt remained oblivious. Even while the incredibly loud alarm was going off and the police approached the bank, the robber remained calm and patient, occasionally spouting threats. When the police arrived, they quickly took the criminal into custody.
Now, I can see, that teller rang the alarm, just inching closer and closer, seeing if he notices.
Should we just pull the alarm?
I think we should. Slowly moving away and then click.
What an idiot! I mean, just how stupid.
That's good though. I mean, yeah, all right. If you're deaf, maybe a house would have been a better better case. But
not that we advocate robbing things in general.
No, of course not.
But we're just saying
if you're into that.
All right, you might appreciate this next one. Free beer catches 19 criminals. Ready for this? Simpsons fans will remember the beginning of the classic Lisa the Skeptic episode, in which Homer and a few other Springfield criminals fall for a police sting involving free motorboats. In 2011, Derbyshire police used a similar strategy by offering wanted criminals free beer. I feel like this is something I would fall for.
I'm gonna laugh, but I can't even because I would definitely be around the free beer.
Free beer? Where? I'd run into a ditch for free beer.
Let's go! Get in the getaway vehicle! Hold on. What did that sign say? Free beer.
The men received notices through undercover officers informing them that they'd won a crate of beer each. To collect, they needed to contact the company that ran the promotion.
Oh my god.
So they showed up and they were arrested. It's free beer, man.
This is genius.
It's free beer. I could see this really working.
No, weren't those robbers?
Oh my god.
Oh,
and they didn't even get their beer.
That's just
sad.
So rude.
It's just
rude.
Sad. All right, let's go on to this one. In 2008, 18-year-old Ruben Zarate wanted to rob a muffler shop in Chicago. He entered the store armed with a gun and demanded money. But there was a problem. Most of the money was in the safe. Only the manager could open it, and the manager wasn't in. Ruben decided that he would try again later. To save himself some time, he left his cell phone number with the store employees. That way, they could call him when the manager returned. Now, I don't know what this guy was thinking. These people don't even, they don't even think. Oh, gee, I just gave my cell phone number. They're totally not going to call the cops and use it to track me down.
Nope. Oh, well, that Robert, he was just so nice. He left a number for us to call. Oh.
The employees called Chicago police. Police arrived and instructed the employees to call the robber. And the man returned to find officers waiting for him.
But you guys said you wouldn't call.
You promised me! Oh my God,
that is wonderful.
These
honestly,
poor people.
Wonderful.
These poor people. All right, let's see here. We'll go with this one, Eric. Carjacker can't drive stick shift.
Now, I've heard of that, not like any specific case, but I've heard of that maybe like being a thing. It always like motivates me to drive a manual car, just so. Like,
can you drive stick?
Yeah,
I can too. I can totally drive stick.
You kind of hesitated there.
I can't drive stick. I can't drive stick.
But I'm just saying, like, most people nowadays don't know how. So, like, if I leave my doors unlocked and they get in, like,
It's true. It's true. On a sunny March day in Omaha, Nebraska, Melissa Peters was getting ready to take her son to school. She was heading for her car when she found a gun pointing at her face, courtesy of 17-year-old Manga. I guess that's how you say it. Mganga. It's a weird name. He had little interest in the mother or her child, who fled quickly. Instead, he simply entered the vehicle to steal it. There was only one problem. The car had a manual transmission, something that the robber was unfamiliar with.
Of course.
What followed was a scene straight out of Mr. Bean, as the robber turned on the lights and the windshield wipers trying to make his escape.
Come on.
Come on.
I can just see the cops coming to the window, tapping on it.
Sir, just get out.
Pull over the vehicle, sir.
A neighbor called the police. It took them about 8 minutes to arrive and find an empty car sliding gently into the neighbor's yard, knocking over the fence. Now, do you think that's a man that doesn't know how to drive stick? Yeah, I think so.
Now, is he going to get charged for destruction of property for the fence, too?
Probably.
That's wonderful. I mean...
Another moral of the story here is if you want to... You know what, I'm not
again, it's like a lot of criminals, like, you gotta be prepared for the crime you're gonna do. And that includes...
That's a very diplomatic way of saying it.
Knowing how to drive any vehicle.
And not being deaf. Alright, so we're learning some new things. We're helping out burglars here.
No. With the little asterisks, not advocating robbery.
Do it. Burglar crashes a home full of police.
Yes.
One of the keys to a successful burglary is to find the right target. A really perfect house would be full of valuables with no people inside.
Of course.
The next best thing would probably be a home where the residents are sleeping or deaf. Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, try to imagine what would make the worst target. How about a house full of police officers?
Retired veterans.
That's what Darren Kimpton of Abington, Northampton chose.
Okay.
The home he selected had already been burgled. I wasn't even aware that was a word.
Yeah, it's past tense.
Oh. Earlier that night. The owner had called the police and officers were on the scene investigating the previous burglary.
Hold on. He chose a house that already got robbed.
Yes.
Within this, hours.
Yes. So, on two accounts, he just made the worst decision of his life.
Did you not, look in front of the house before going in?
I know. That's a good point. Hey, there's some police cars here.
Lights are on.
Yeah. So he goes into the house. It's full of cops. And, yeah.
The rest is history?
The rest is history. As they say. Could you imagine just going in, breaking down a door, and then there, I picture just, a bunch of cops just sitting there, maybe partying a
coffee,
little bit. Yeah.
You want to rethink that move,
son? I'll give you 10 seconds to take a step out of the house.
Sorry, my mistake. I meant to go break into my own house because I lost the keys.
I'll be on my way. Oh my God, that's just bad. But there we go. So those are just a few of the dumbest criminals ever documented.
I can't. That's...
People are stupid, man. People are stupid.
I guess, but...
I feel like criminals are the dumbest of the dumb. Like, look, there's a lot of dumb people out there, but I feel like criminals are just...
But there's always are those, like, smart criminals who can get away with this.
Right. Very, very true. I'm just happy that we have dumb criminals in the world that can balance it out. Anyways, all right, we want to thank you very, very much for watching. Again, click like, comment, and click subscribe. We'd really appreciate that.
Tell us about other dumb criminal stories.
Yeah,
We'd love
look,
to hear them.
We know that you guys have heard other stories out there. We'd love to hear them. Comment below. Also, new episodes Saturday and Sunday. Check us out on social media. What do we got?
Give your girlfriends the best shout-outs ever. And I think I know who wrote this one.
All right, this isn't our handwriting, by the way. We'll hold this up. This isn't our handwriting. My girlfriend slipped this in there. The biggest shout-outs ever. Huh?
Well, I'd like to say thank you for being a part of our loyal fan base.
Yes, absolutely. Sarah, thank you for helping out behind the scenes and narrating with your southern voice.
Cassidy, thank you.
Yeah, you guys are great. So much better than us, by the way. I mean, we're sitting here.
You are existent.
We're sitting here in a basement making YouTube videos, and you guys are out killing it in the world, and you do a great job, and yeah.
Okay.